Hello there everyone, welcome back to All of Fabric. I've just been doing a bit of AFKing while our Soul Revitalizer here goes on a bit of a spin cycle, and we've left the Conjunctivitis Soul in there, and as you can see it has upgraded quite a lot. God, those animals are noisy. As you can see now, every 20 seconds we're killing 7 conjunctivitis. Every 20 seconds we're killing 7 conjunctivitises, which is pretty quick, and getting all the loots in here. That's emeralds, diamonds, and gold, and we have probably more than we'll ever need, I reckon. And I've also got a few other souls to farm. Like I ran around, got a bunch of witches. Witches are cool because they drop things like glowstone, gunpowder, redstone. They're largely useful drops. I just managed to get a phantom soul crystal, and we got some gas as well for obvious things. So I want to keep messing around a little bit with this soul revitalizer today, and also head into set up a soul beacon. The soul beacon is like an area of effect beacon, so you can have it basically killing things nearby, and maybe we can use that to take out some of the sticky boys down in the factory, so we can get some peace and quiet over there finally. I'm starting to wish we had some peace and quiet down here as well. This was just a quick farm in order to level up our cows and chicken souls for a bit of testing. Now I did try to get the Wither and Gaia Guardian souls on a soul crystal, but sadly it didn't seem to work. I'm not sure if they're blacklisted or what, but it seems that like maybe the game does something special with boss deaths. Like it doesn't treat their deaths as similar to regular mob deaths, which I've heard might be the reason why Nether Stars aren't listed as like a drop from the Wither. Ooh, but the fact that Dragon Head does count as a drop from the Ender Dragon makes me hopeful that maybe we can farm them when we eventually get to the end. Episode 14, still haven't done that yet, still haven't got our wings. We'll get there one day. I do want to find a way to automate these Nether Stars though. So maybe later on, if there's time today, we can build a Wither machine from Kibe. I don't know. Either way, we have quite a lot to play with now. I think we're basically going to use this backpack for storing our souls and for souls and books. Souls and books, basically. That's what the backpack is. Our other backpack here is just tools and wrenches and things. It's a real mess. We don't talk about that backpack. We also got a bunch of Gaia spirits from farming up the Gaia, but we're not going to bother spending them just yet. That reminds me, actually, we've got 20 million mana sitting here in our terminal, and we do need that to be 2 billion, I think. Is that what it is? Yeah, you need to reach SS rank, which takes 2 billion with a B, 2 billion mana, and we've just got 20 million in there at the moment, so pretty far off. So if we need to, we can make a few more of these mana storage cells, but really the problem is the mana generation could be sped up a little bit. All right, before we jump into the episode, 277,000. So we've got almost 300,000 cobble sitting in there, and that was a bit of a goof. Remember that this matter condenser here in the last episode, this is the intended way in which you make these quantum entangled singularities, which we're just using to get infinite range here on our terminal to ME, no matter where we are in any dimension. So it turns out that if we can avoid getting exploded here, it turns out that any explosion on an ender pearl is enough to turn that into a singularity. Now, whether or not that's a bug, I'm not too sure, but it's definitely not the intended way to get those things. The intended way is with these matter condensers, and it seems that what I was doing wrong is supposed to mess around with this setting here. So to make a singularity, you need to condense into singularities, 256,000 per item. So I'm hoping if I press this, yeah, matables or singularities. So that's the intended way. Then you just get this in an explosion and you get a pair of the quantums. So first things first, I want to upgrade our little soul revitalizer station here. And you might recall last time there were a few that we left off the list. There's the efficiency, which takes a netherite ingot. We'll take it just for the achievement. There's a flame pylon, which basically just cooks your items for you. Okay, again, not that exciting. But then there's beheading and experience, both of which require we kind of go on a bit of a trip. For the beheading pylon, we would need to kill the dragon. And for the experience pylon, we would need to get some Sculk catalyst, which we haven't got yet. So I think maybe what we do is we head down to one of these deeper, darker places that we found and get the Sculk catalyst one. And then this can also kind of double, especially if we're using the conjunctivitis in there, this can double as a huge XP farm for us. And seeing as diamond and gold and emeralds and stuff is in such abundance, I'm thinking maybe we upgrade our diet here and start eating something a bit more interesting, because the more variety of food you eat, the more hearts you get down there on your hotbar. So we'll try and shake it up and have a different food source. All right. Not too sure where the deeper dark is, but I do recall there being one basically right underneath us here. And I am doing this with a little bit of trepidation because I never done the wardeny type stuff yet, even in vanilla. So I'm a bit nervous about how this is going to go. There's the first warning. I gotta be able to dig though. I know there's something about wool. Oh, I don't want to be here. This guy's definitely gonna beat the hell out of me. Or after is a Sculk Catalyst. It's a Sculk sensor. Sculk Catalyst. Can we get this without triggering the big guy? Yes, we can. Okay. And while we're here, we may as well take a bit of a look, right? Uh-oh. That's the third time. Are we in for it? That guy comes at me. I'm just going to try. We're so close to home. That guy comes right at me. I'm going to try and take it on. You good? Be quick, good. While we're here, though, I wouldn't mind actually finding one of those ancient cities. But it looks like the only thing listed really is the deep dark. Okay, I'm guessing that arrow is pointing us towards like the source. Oh, oh. I think it's coming to get me. Is it there? I'm honestly just going to bank on the fact that maybe we're very strong. Is that the warden? That's the warden right there. Check this out. Come on. I needed to come into this area here. No. Bad warden. Okay, they're tough. They're very tough. Let's see if we can't claim our things back. I run now. What's with the heartbeats, guys? This was a huge mistake. I never should have provoked it. Shh. Quiet. Quiet. There it is. He's camping out at my spot. Back off. Look away. I need you to move on, man. No, he can't see me. He can't see me, right? Can it see me? I think if it could see me, it'd be attacking me. Like that. Oh my god. Okay, well, new strategy. We go somewhere really far away, teleport back, fingers crossed he's despawned. I'm optimistic. This time, we're going to get all our stuff back. I think I'm going to give up on the idea of trying to kill this guy, but if we can find ourselves an ancient city, I would like to go visit the deeper dark. Alright, thankfully it looks like they despawned. These jerks. They're the culprits. That was brutal. That was really brutal. Oh, it's telling me I should be using a hoe for these things. Much better. Could this be it? You shrieker sneakies. Okay, this looks promising. And by that I mean it looks terrifying because there's so many things here. Don't kill me. Don't kill me again. Damn it. Damn it. No. No, you don't. I do not want to fight you. Maybe I do want to fight it. All right, I want to fight you. Like with the darkness effects and everything. Oh boy, how do I get out of here? People kill this thing. It makes no sense to me. I don't need this kind of stress in my life. Almost. Okay. Oh, it had very little life left. Oh, I should have collected its soul while I had the chance. Kill a warden, slay the warden, and take its heart. Ew. What do I do with this thing? Polished? Where's it? Wait a minute. Ooh, this is a spectrum thing. This thing looks super epic, and I don't want to be a cheaty at all. I don't even want to look in those chests. Let's not be sneaky. We'll come back here, I don't know, next episode or so. I'm really starting to doubt the existence of this ancient city. These guys have got to stop trying to rat me out. Oh, no. Ooh, I see deep slate bricks. I think we've found the ancient city. All right, this is it. Wish me luck. I think we've got to prioritize breaking these things, the shriekers. First treasure chest in the ancient city. Swift sneak. Yeah, we're definitely going to take that. And echo shards. Okay, quiet. There's a big drive-in cinema we got to get to. Stay sneaky, kmbles. So far, so good. Oh, who's ratting me out? There's clearly more treasures and things we need to get down here, but for now... Oh, no. It's too much for my little heart. Okay, maybe I'll just stay still. I just want to activate this portal and get out of here, and I'll leave this place to the wardens. Look at him down there. Do you think it sees me? All right. It's looking right at me. Back off, pal. Back off. All right. I need some distance. Gotta create some distance. It'd be good if I could see where I'm going. All right. I think the plan worked. I think we escaped. So many treasure chests. Not worth it. Do you think it's gonna forget about me? No, it definitely remembers. Just forget about me. Oh, this thing has my number. I do not want to die here. Oh my god. I don't want to die here. Retrieving stuff will be impossible. I give up. Let's use these enchantments we just picked up. It seems like Sculk Smite would be like Smite, right? So we'll put that on our sword. Swift Sneak, we should put in our leggings, I'm pretty sure. And that'll help us sneak around quieter, quicker, something. Maybe both. Oh boy. Hopefully this little cat and mouse game pays off. For me, for the mouse. Alright, so somehow I've got to activate this portal. I think? Heart of the Deep? Yes. Heart of the Deep. Alright, we're just going to sneak out of here. And there's a couple of wardens chasing me now. We'll let them play amongst themselves. They can keep their ancient city. We'll take the whole dimension. Oh, they're all coming for me. Okay, thankfully they die pretty easy though. At least they're not as bad as they look. Oh, look at this map there. That's insane. So much craziness going on. So I've been having a look here in REI at what Deeper Darker adds to the pack. And there's a few bits of armor and stuff. But yeah, I looked it up and it seems like if you use one of these reinforced echo shards, pretty easy to make, you can add that to a netherite helmet. We should be able to do that as well. Do we have netherite? Yeah, we do. And I read that this thing, the Warden helmet, helps you with vision. Like it nullifies the darkness effect. Let's see if that's true. Oh, that's so much better. Quiet you. All right, looks like we got some exploring to do. Tougher than he looks. Okay, well we've got our wings. Let's fly around and then check out what this place has to offer. Primarily, I'd like to find structures here. I have zero idea what's around this place, and since it's a relatively new mod, like they'd be forgiven for not having too much detail here. But I hope we can find some kind of structure, maybe. Crystallized amber. That's cool. Everything seems to be XP related. What do we see on the map? Alright, don't see any structures on the map. Maybe we gotta go out a bit further. Gotta say, it's not a very welcoming place, this one. Perhaps even less welcoming than the Nether. Like, at least the Nether has some friendly piglins in there. Everything here wants to kill me. That's not a good feeling. Alright, we should have a bit more luck now. I was struggling from a bit of stuttering there because as the world was kind of spawning in and new chunks were being developed. Yeah, we suffered from a bit of lag. But hopefully that's all taken care of now. I just pre-generated a bunch of chunks around where we spawned in. So hopefully things should lay a bit smoother now. Still on the lookout for a structure. I haven't spotted anything on the map. Hoping that it'll become pretty obvious if I saw it. Although with all this fog, it's equally as likely I just fly right over something. I like this. All these pillars are really gorgeous. This is a really nice biome. Oh! That's deep slate. Okay, we have searched a large amount of this place. I guess I need to be careful. What the hell? What are you guys? Little snappers? Ancient vase user pickaxe. Oh, a stalker. What the hell? I think this is a boss fight. What's attacking me? Is this guy just attacking by looking at me? Thankfully not as hard as the Warden. Alright, wish me luck. Oh boy, no one say a word. There are these shriekers all around us. But I think I've sussed out the system here. I remember seeing Ilmango covering up these snoops with wool on all sides to kind of stop their senses. Promising. What do they even have in there? Is that where I got the soul crystal from? No, you come from killing them. And you're used to make the elytra. Oh, okay. But an elytra that, yeah, we haven't got yet. We haven't even been to the end. Okay, what do we got here? Sculk. Some other stuff. Yeah, not the best loot. Smite. Potent poison. Yeah, I've seen better treasure, guys. Oh. Oh. I fell in. If there's the shriekers here, we're done for. Okay, there's a couple of shriekers that I think we can take care of. Okay. What's the law with this place, I wonder? Yeah, I think we're safe. I think it's just that one. Get rid of that loud one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's some half-decent treasure here. Oh, a Sculk Transmitter. So there's only one enchanted book, and we've got that. That's to do with the Modpack. And then you can make all this armor. That's a drop, actually, from the big guy. Looks like you can drop armor and weapons, but that'll take this reinforced stuff, which we've already kind of got our hands on. Stalker helps us get the elytra. We've just got one of those. And there's this Sculk Transmitter thing, which is a loot chest down here in the ancient temple. I think we've got everything we need. Oh, what's this? We haven't got any of this. We need a little mini warden. That's cool, though. You can't dig this up, can you? No, looks like you can't move it. Am I meant to try and finish this portal somehow? That'd be like a really cool way to get you to the next part of the map, or maybe another ancient temple. All right. This was fun. Is there anything else down here to find? Like a couple hours I've spent down here. And I kind of got other things I need to take care of before the end of the episode. So I might just head off. And I've got an idea for a fun little farm. So let's head back to our other ancient city in the overworld, where I've just set up a little warden farm. Whoa. Oh my god. Don't step on those things. Can't look at this face anymore. I need my regular face back. So this thing behind me here is called a crystal pedestal. And the thing with crystal pedestals is you can put a soul crystal on them and it'll act as if someone's holding it. Like, unfortunately, I wasn't able to enchant the golden spikes. I tried all the ways. I used an anvil. I used our spectrum setup because I wanted to get Soul Reaper on those guys. The principle of this farm's pretty easy. I just kind of flew around this place looking at all those things, looking at all the soul shriekers that I could find. And what I was looking for was one that kind of had a lot of space around it, so I didn't have to dig. If I'm not mistaken, the warden will spawn on these blocks here and just get pushed straight down into our farm. Can we see that happen? So I think you get 4 of these warnings, or 3 of the warnings maybe, and then a warden requires, there it is. And thankfully when he's in there busy, doesn't seem to notice us. Oh, we can even help kill it. If we help with the kills, it looks like we can get more souls for it. So yeah, what was I saying? So basically the warden will spawn in anywhere in like I think it's a 5 or 6 block radius around a shrieker. And they need 3 blocks in a row. These things behind us, the slabs, they don't count. They need 3 blocks in a row in order to have a space to spawn. Then they meet these vector plates, get pushed down there, straight into a little spike pit. We could have the spike pit right next to us in hindsight, but I was hoping that they'd get a little bit of full damage at the same time. There they go. And these plates are just in case they miss the pit. The spikes do all the damage, and the souls get collected over here. And you can also use the crystal pedestal to share souls between soul crystals. But principally, this function of it's really cool. So you could set up a few of these surrounding a pit here on, like, say, a cursed dirt farm, or any kind of mob farm, really. And whether it's death from spikes or yourself or friends, you can fill up your crystals that way. It's nothing too fancy, but it gets the job done. And since our actual warden farm's going to be in the soul revitalizer, I'm just going to chill out here for a minute, kill a handful of these guys, then we can head back home and update the soul revitalizer and test out these warden souls. Alright, before we go any further, I do want to look the part. I'll probably change back to the Terra Steel stuff soon, but for now we can cosplay as the Warden. So I've just chucked the Warden soul in there. It's been spinning around, leveling it up just a little bit, and drop in a whole bunch of these Warden Cara pieces, which seems to only have one use, which is to make the reinforced Echo Shard. So basically it's a kind of a waste, and we're just dumping all the Hearts of the Deep because we've got more than enough of them. So yeah, I don't think this is a very useful farm. One thing I didn't mention is that the whole farm thing we were doing doesn't work with shriekers that you silk touched. It only works on shriekers that are naturally spawned, which is why the farm has to be down there in the ancient city. All right, let's use one of these Sculk catalysts I picked up and see how much XP we can get from this. We'll swap out one of the lootings, I guess. You can actually make 3 of them. So you have a 5% chance per roll, and you get 1 roll per pylon. We can probably get rid of the recursive. Let's give this a try. 5 speed and 3 experience. Clear out whatever experience is there. Let's see how good this is. So this is XP 3. Let's reset it to 0 and just eat a single. 2 levels. Shift eat. Hey, that's not bad. Not bad, seeing as it's basically just passive XP. That's cool. That's good. I'll let that keep running. We'll add XP to the filter so it can get sent to our interface. It's funny, I had other ideas for an XP farm this season, but this might do the job. We actually haven't really had any problems with XP so far. Like, I don't know, there's like 180 levels or something up there in our little XP obelisk, just waiting to be used. And yeah, now we've got this thing automating XP for us. So we've got all the pylons here for the Soul Revitalizer, except for beheading, because we still have to go visit our friend the dragon. Before we jump into the Soul Beacon, we've talked about the crystal, the crystal pedestal, but there's also this thing called the Soul Pedestal. I think actually you need to turn off shaders for this. Yeah, because it's a transparent entity. Apparently shaders don't work too well with transparent entities. So I've had a bit of a look at this thing, trying to figure out what it does. You set it up with basic pedestals around a soul pedestal like this. Then you right click it to place souls onto it, whether a crude soul, which is just which is our cute little friend here, like the spirit mascot, or a soul from a crystal shard with something in it. And then if you right click it with a wand, which we've got somewhere with this guy, it'll just turn whatever soul's in there, like that's a wither skeleton soul. You can right click it and that just turns it into a crude soul. I know that you can interact with these pedestals here. So there's going to be something else you can do with this. And I think what it is you can use this kind of setup to summon in mobs and things. Yeah, you can use souls and items to craft mobs and even other souls. And in the Spirit Discord, there was a mention that if you press U on the soul pedestal, it'll give you all the different crafts it can make. But, it doesn't list anything. So I'm thinking that means in this pack, they haven't been implemented yet or they're just not available. So all we can do now is just use it to convert souls. Now, the reason that's a little bit underwhelming is because you can already do that with the crystal pedestal here. By placing a soul crystal, you can also move souls off one crystal onto another, and souls will always move from the player's hand onto the pedestal. So we could, like, for instance, put a crude soul crystal there. We've got this soul crystal here for the wither skeletons, and then we've just converted all of those into crude souls. Yeah, okay, not too sure what to do with that knowledge, but it's good to know. All right, and the two final things left in his quest page are both from the mod Reaper, which is an add-on to Spirit. There is the Reaper generator, which it produces energy, it produces power from the killing of mobs, which is pretty cool, but we've got a pretty decent power system set up already, and it's infinite, or it's infinite enough anyway. It's infinite adjacent, so we don't really need to generate power that way. And then there's this thing called the Soul Beacon, which has an area of effect, which does things, either the good or bad things, to mobs in the area. So let's go set that up over at our factory and see if we can't use it to silence the sticks. These annoying guys. So far the Bellathorn there's been doing a pretty good job, but maybe the Soul Beacon is better. Let's give it a crack. Throw a beacon into one of that. Okay. Let's toss in a beacon into this. There it is. Soul Beacon. And that's what it looks like. It's got no interface. I'm guessing you just put the souls in there. Yeah. And around this, you put these blocks, rune blocks, each of which does something different. I'll let you guys, you can read here for yourself what they do. So the duplicy rune block, this one will give whatever effect of the souls you put in there. It'll run that twice in an operation. This one looks like it increases the area, the working area significantly, and so on. So just give that a read if you're curious. But the ones I think I want are this one. Twice in an operation would be nice. Increase the range. The Beastia means you can also harm passive mobs. And I'm pretty sure these creepers are passive mobs. So that'll be important. And the Possessio one, we'll use our Soul Wand, which is cheap, so I'm not too worried about that. And what that one does is lets you add yourself to or from the list. So you can add yourself to a black list or a white list. So if it's positive effects, it'll just affect you. Or if it's negative effects you're using, it won't hurt you. Let's try that again. We'll bring power up from the bottom, Soul Beacon, and then we'll add our blocks around it. I think you go underneath it like this. We'll see. Oh, that's not connecting. We'll need an energy acceptor, I suspect. I'm hoping that's online. Okay, now I think this thing is ready. That looks a bit better. So kmbles is on the white list, and with the wand you can turn that true or false. Whitelist mode false. Okay, so now I'm blacklisted. Let's put some souls in there and see what happens. Chickens? What is the chicken soul gonna do? Is it not getting power? Online? You don't want to power this thing? Okay, that's curious. It doesn't seem to want to power up. I think we need to probably change how we're doing this. Let's use a thermo generator. We'll power that directly into the beacon. Okay, we got some spinning. It's power hungry, but it's spinning. What do you do? Oh, you're doing an effect on me, which is slow falling. Okay, that's chicken souls. Give us slow falling. All right, so I had a bit of a quick look at the wiki, and it seems like there are a whole bunch of different effects. Some of them are a bit weird and not what you'd expect. So if you get bee souls, you can inflict poison on things. Blaze does indeed do flame damage, which is just going to be on me. We're immune to that, so that's not actually a big deal. We flip it. It'll do it to these guys. They seem completely uninterested. Maybe it needs one of these Hostilis runes as well. There we go. So these are hostile mobs. Oh, wow, that has quite a large area of effect. All right, we might have a winner there. And I guess that has a real, that has a real nice area of effect because we've got 512 blaze souls in there. The Warden, this guy's meant to create like knockback, damage, and darkness or blindness. There's a darkness effect, but it doesn't actually do damage by itself, which is a bit disappointing. But if we put their cousins in there, see what damage it can do to its cousins. Oh my god. Oh my god, it actually blows. It actually does damage. I didn't think it would harm the blocks. Oh, we didn't damage anything up here, did we? No, it all looks good. Okay, note to self, don't put creeper souls in this thing. The ghast apparently does blaze and explosions, but I'm not willing to risk that. I think we'll just stick with a blaze. Chuck it in there. Make sure we are set to blacklist mode. So we're blacklisted. So we should stop burning in a second, I hope. All right, that's one way to take care of them, I guess. And since we're over here, let's just have a quick check. Yeah, all this stuff is backing up pretty seriously. So I think next episode we're going to have to come back here and work on speeding up production. And we can do that by electrifying everything, so we'll get the benefit of overclocking. Before we head off and collect all our quest rewards and that kind of stuff, let's have a quick look. This Sculk Transmitter thing is unlinked. I think you link it to a chest. Not those ones. Maybe it needs to be a vanilla chest. Yeah, that's a shame you can't do it to the gold chests. You link it to a vanilla chest. Ah, then you can open it any distance, I imagine, as long as the chunks are loaded. Yeah. That's kind of like having another backpack, I guess, if you were to put like a double chest down. And if you like put that at home base, throw your armor in there. Oops, link it again. I think we probably should be able to access that stuff from anywhere, but I am just curious if it works in other dimensions. Okay, here we are in some crazy biome in the nether. Missing or obstructed. Damn, I think you need to be in the same dimension for that to work. Not to worry because, to be honest, seeing as we can access our ME terminal from anywhere, we don't really need extra backpacks. And I noticed there's this thing called an Echo Locator from more geodes. We've only got 7 of these things in total. I kind of want to use this to see what it does. Is there an echo in here? What does it do? It stands to reason that maybe we actually use it here instead in the deeper dark. So what happens if we place it down on this stuff? Huh? Well, apparently, no. Apparently it's not down here. Seems to imply that it's in the overworld. All right, this thing actually works way better than I thought it would. You just kind of put it down. Nothing. And if there's anything in the area, it'll just start echoing. Just tried it out back there, and it did actually find one of the good ones for us, one of the echo shards. If it can find anything, it'll start sending out a little signal. I mean, I know there's a geo just above us here. Right up there. So let's see if it communicates with that one. It does. See that? Those little zaps? Perfect. So it works even with shaders on. It looks like it works on any of the geodes. This is the one we found before. Yeah. So let's do what we normally do. We got a budding block there and then just regular blocks. Echo blocks. And we'll choose one to pick up. Let's say we'll pick up this one. We can put the assembler down here. Chuck down a cart. Give this a redstone signal. That'll pick it up for us. We just need the one. Let's see if these things get sped up in their growth. It does work on them. There's definitely no need to automate this stuff because we don't need too many of these echo shards. Just enough, I think, to make 5 of these. Easy. Okay, I just wanted to, before we open the quests, just wanted to get the complete set of the Warden stuff. We got the Warden gears, all the Warden tools. We got plenty of levels coming in. And we got plenty of quest rewards coming in too, including a couple of really cool rare ones. We got some pretty good bags. Yeah, not a bad bunch of stuff. Another mana ring if anyone wants it, and some digging claws, increases your mining speed. That's cool. We didn't have that one yet. We've been using increased damage and increase attack speed, which I think we'll probably keep. All right, that's a wrap. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. I definitely hope it wasn't as scary for you as it was for me. I think maybe next time we'll finish off our Soul Revitalizer by finally getting our hands on a dragon head and getting that beheading pylon. And it looks like we might also have some Spectrum that we need to catch up with. All right, see you in the next episode. Bye for now.